All right, what is going on, everybody? We are back here for the final night of play-in tournament action. I'm Rocker Man. The final night of play-in tournament action. I'm Rocker Man. Be going home. Someone will be advanced as the 8th seed, but we have 5 teams that are going to be going home tonight.
Yeah, we do, and it sucks to see these teams go, but we're going to start off the night here in the rival league, close to the top, and two pretty good teams, in my opinion. We have Whiteout and Chimeras here, Rocker Man. It's going to be quite a matchup.
It'll be quite a matchup. I'm not sure if that's me or if Puggles turned into a robot there, but hopefully that hopefully that'll be resolved. But yeah, it should be a good matchup here. Chimeras versus Whiteout. I'm excited to make sure that it's gonna be a good one here. So it looks like we got everyone in here. Predictions have been made around the league here, Puggles. I was going to go check to see what the survey has to say. It looks like 35 for the Chimeras, 19 for Whiteout. Puggles, I'm curious, who are you taking in this one?
You know what? Personally, I got to go with Whiteout. We recently just reversed that Vortex out of the playoffs, so they're looking pretty hot right now. They got their starting roster with Chimeras insider information. They're hiring their top 3 players. They're subbing out one of them for Pred. I know he's definitely a very good player. I personally have not seen him yet, so looking forward to his play today.
Oh well, I think you fixed it at the end there, Puggles. I'm not sure what's going on. Someone might be downloading something on your internet there. You're a little bit robotic, but I think it fixed it at the end. So we'll hope and pray that it's good. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll do. We'll survive. But why don't we get things into this one? Puggles, just because you're roboting, I think you're good now. Just give us the team name. Who's winning this one?
Whiteout. Whiteout's winning.
All right. He's got Whiteout. He's got Whiteout winning. And we've got action on the pitch here. The teams are all rolling in, and we have play-in action here in the rival league as we are down to the last match of the play-in tournament. And we have got things underway here. Chimeras taking on Whiteout. And these two rosters on the pitch here. We have the Chimeras with USAF Messi, iTrash, and Pred, and Whiteout with Larry, Pharaoh, and Quick Snail. And they are starting off the scoring here first. Weren't sure if they were even going to be here, Puggles, but Larry strikes first for Whiteout.
Larry, a huge strike, and nobody from Chimeras ready and waiting for that. He just had an open net pretty much, and it looked great there. And, Whiteout, they're starting off hot. That's something they didn't do last series.
Yeah, they did not start off hot last series. You're exactly right. As they had to reverse sweep Vortex. That was an entertaining matchup on Wednesday. And Whiteout looking to make that move here into the 8th seed. Chimeras coming into this one. They have been the 7th seed in this season, but after dropping a game 5 to Distortion, they are going to have a lot to prove. And, Puggles, both these teams on different ends of those game 5s with Whiteout the reverse sweep, but Chimeras barely losing out to Distortion in that game 5.
Yeah, both of this series for both of these teams beforehand were super close, but, you got to give it to the team that actually won it and able to close it out in Whiteout. So, so far they've looked amazing and they've got all the offensive pressure. And a good thing on the internet side is that none of the players are lagging today.
That is good. I know there was a lot of talk about that one. Whiteout was complaining about lag in their last match, but no lag here as Larry is putting another one on. He's been a huge player all season long, and Pharaoh dropping it down to Larry, and they are scoring first.
The pass from Pharaoh, absolutely spot on. Can't ask for anything better if you're Larry, and that's what we saw on Wednesday last time this team played. And when Pharaoh stepped in, he really just took over and made Larry super comfortable.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely good to see Larry and Pharaoh on the pitch. They've been a dynamic duo. I know Dan is rooting these guys on as well. Here is Larry's trying to strike back. We'll see if Whiteout will be that team to push it in. This will be the first team to clinch a playoff spot as the 8th seed. Bray had a couple clinch the 7th seed earlier, but we'll be seeing here is finally Chimeras looking to get on offense. It seems like this entire first couple minutes here has not gone their way. Is now Whiteout looking to send it back down. This Larry off the side here, a shot at him from Quick Snail, but iTrash is all over that one. As USA have Messi trying to take this one down, gonna find a 50, but not quite gonna go through. As Larry is up yet again, trying to make this one happen, but not quite in. Something that's interesting is a shot going on towards that USA. Messi can't get it. Something that's interesting here, Puggles, that I've noticed is that Serrano is not here for the Chimeras. He was a starter in their earlier matchup versus Distortion, but he's not here. I'm not sure if he was just unavailable or if they decided to make a change, but he's not here. And their kid scored out again. Larry has a hat trick.
Yeah, Larry popping off so far, but to answer that question, while I was lagging, I was talking about how Pred was stepping in for Serrano, and it'd be interesting to see how they shape up. And right now, it's really not looking that great for Chimeras.
Yeah, it's not quite ideal here, as this one going down to it. 3-0 here, and yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see if USA and Messi can step up here. It looks like Serrano, he said right at game time, said he'd be home in like 15 minutes. So maybe waiting out for him a little bit. So I guess USA Messi start early here, and Serrano maybe summon in mid-series. But that's not necessarily what you want to see in a do or die game here, Puggles, in the postseason. Not with your main roster here, and you find themselves down 3-0 in game one.
Yeah, it's like you said, really not what you want. But you're gonna just have to make do for Chimeras. Maybe push it to a game 4 in order to give Serrano a little bit of warm-up time. But in order for them to do that, they need to win at least one game.
Yeah, they do at least need to keep it close here, and we'll see if Chimeras can do just that, as find themselves in a 3-0 hole here in game number 1, the Rival League play-in tournament, the final matchup, third and final matchup of the play-in tournament for the Rival League. Obviously, we still have 4 more matches coming up your way after this one. But still a lot to be determined. Who will clinch the final spot? Who will be going up against the number 1 seed in Hydra in the first round? That's what these two teams are fighting for. We've got about 54 seconds left in game 1. Chimeras still scoreless, but iTrash is up looking for a shot. He's going to put it in. iTrash finally getting on the board. He is the man for the Chimeras, and he is stepping up here.
Yeah, iTrash, the player that you want to start to step up along with UCF Messi, but a great shot just put right in the middle, and unfortunately, there's nobody in the net there for Whiteout.
Yeah, Whiteout just not quite able to get back that one. Quick Snail was looking for it, but not quite able to make it happen. As USA have Messi trying to get a touch. Pred gonna pop it up to the side, sending this one out to the middle. It's gonna be cleared away. Chimeras looking to find some last-second miracles here as they pop it out midfield. Great pass for Pred. He can't connect. USA have Messi able to keep the pressure going. As we're under 30 seconds remaining here, Quick Snail looking to find a pass for Pred. Shut down Pharaoh in the midfield. iTrash gonna bang it out. Larry caught out a little bit of the position. Pred has an opportunity. Shoot it on net, but Quick Snail is there to make the touch and save it away. And now Chimeras are going to need a miracle here as this ball's heading back in their zone. A shot towards that. Larry in the middle. Quick Snail looking to close it off. But as this one is sent up, Whiteout going to send it away. And that is going to do it here for game number 1, Puggles. Whiteout, they're going to hold on, find this win, and make things happen here. And impressive is, we weren't even sure if they were even going to make it here, but they end up with their full roster somehow, some way, and make it a game 1 win.
Yeah, a great start here from Whiteout. A big contrast to what happened on Wednesday, where they started a little slow and they had a koala bear in for Pharaoh, but once they put Pharaoh in, it was just lights out from there on. Well, from there on out, pretty much. So if you look to Chimeras, you got to see the key players of iTrash and UCF Messi step up. And personally, I'm going to be looking to see how their offense evolves throughout the series, because right now there's really not that much. They had 4 shots the entire game.
Yeah, it wasn't much of an offense here, and heading into game 2, they're gonna need to find something. I mean, it was all iTrash. He had 500 score. Teammates didn't even break 200, barely broke 150 score there. So we have to see a little bit more for them to step up here in this one, Puggles. And I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I think we need to see USAF, Messi, and Pred step up in this one.
Yeah, I agree. And Pred had an excellent opportunity to bring Chimeras back into that last game with 30 seconds left, but unfortunately, he just wasn't quite in the right position to capitalize on that open net.
Yeah, not quite. And that was a tough way to lose game one, but we're heading into game number two now. Chimeras versus Whiteout. The last playoff spot in the rival league is on the line. And now Chimeras, can they rebound here? Trash is certainly looking for it as he's trying to start this one out. Whiteout leading this series 1-0 for that 3-1 victory. Larry scoring all the goals for Whiteout, but not this time as Pharaoh. He is going to strike first, only a little bit in, and they are going to put this one in the back of the net.
Yeah, great shot here from Pharaoh as he gets over Pred and UCF Messi just in the net, stranded, not able to get off the post, and a great placement there from Pharaoh to beat two defenders.
And Pharaoh, he's one of those guys that is deadly. You can't let him get his opportunity to shoot. He'll make you pay for sure. We saw that enough on a Wednesday, and we've seen throughout the regular season. As here he is again looking for a shot, but this time just a little bit wide. Now Chimeras find themselves in a familiar hole here. This one out in the midfield, quick snap, looking for the shot. He's going to put it in around the defenders, and a Whiteout again starting out with an early 2-0 lead.
Yeah, and this time it's Quicksnell getting onto the scoreboard. He had a bit of a slow series last time, but if you see all three of these players on Whiteout starting to pop off, I think if you're Chimeras, you're saying, uh-oh, and I'm in danger.
Yeah, you might be saying that. I would be a little bit scared as well when you got him working like this. And the 2-0 lead, Chimeras have to be very careful here. Do not want to go down 2-0 in this series and have to pull their reverse sweep as a huge demo comes on net, and Pred is going to throw it back there. USAF Messi clearing the way for Pred.
Yeah, a huge demo from UCF Messi to get the defender in net, and all Pred had to do was beat an awkward Larry, and the Chimeras, they're back within one.
They are back within one, Puggles, and finally we see some offense, and hopefully for their sake, Puggles, we'll see some continued offense and see if they can actually tie this one up and make this thing a game.
Yeah, absolutely. But Larry, he's going to shut that down right away. Huge pass from Pharaoh. And Larry, all he had to do was just tap it into the net.
I mean, that was just a huge passing play, and Larry, the clanger on that near right post, and oh my goodness, those guys are a dynamic duo, Puggles.
Yeah, they're connecting once again, and the hole for Chimeras, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
It really does, and still only find themselves down by 2, and 3:30 left in this game, so a lot of time left in game 2 for them to make something happen. We've seen them score once already, scored once in the last game, so we know they have the opportunity to get some offenses. Here comes Trash, looking to keep this one in. Larry is up for it, getting it by 1, looking for another one as him and Pharaoh are going to double commit. Pred has an opportunity. USAF Messi looking for a bump, going to try to find the reader, but quick steal, he was ready for it. Able to shut it down. This ball in the Whiteout zone. Pred up for it, send it up in the midfield. Here comes an opportunity for a shot. Trash, not quite able to connect though. Maybe didn't have the angle he was looking for. This ball out in the midfield. Pred shutting this down. We're about 2 minutes gone by. Chimeras a little bit awkward there, trying to get it out, and we need to see some sort of sustained pressure, Puggles, from the Chimeras. It seems like they've only had a couple of counterattacks here and there. They're still sitting only at 1 shot in this game.
Yeah, and that their only goal came from a counterattack as well. And if Chimeras really want to make this work, then they're gonna have to play some pretty lockdown defense and really keep Whiteout to a very low score. But trying to get 3 counterattack goals is just very difficult in this rival league.
Yeah, it really is. And these teams, once you get into these higher leagues, rival league and Titan league, it's a lot harder, for people to make continuous mistakes. I mean, mistakes still happen. None of these guys are perfect, but it's a lot harder to just throw in a couple of goals real quick. The way these guys have been playing, obviously, these 2 teams, playoff contenders, for sure. This ball up the midfield. Pharaoh trying to get a bump. Trash going to get it by 2. Larry has to race back. He would send it away to his corner, but Trash trying to get it up middle. Pharaoh jumping. Pred going to beat him out. A quick snail. Able to turn it on the counterattack. USAF Messi trying to keep that one out of his own. Larry flicking it to the middle. Pharaoh stops it up. Pharaoh looking again. Gonna find a flip reset, but USAF Messi is gonna get a touch. And now we're down to 130. A shot on net, but Perret, a huge savior medal pickup there. As Larry's going to back pass it to Pharaoh, but get dunked out. This ball could go towards the net. Quick Snail has to pinch it on the goal line. Oh my goodness, just in time as Chimera is setting this one up again. But they still can't break through. Puggles, the time taken away, and they still find themselves down by 2.
Yeah, they really need to find a goal here soon, but Quick Snail, he's going to make the deficit 3, and it's looking even further out of reach here for Chimeras.
Yeah, it is. As Quick Snail going to beat out Messi there, and another defender as that one goes in, and a tough break there for the Chimeras as now Puggles, their deficit, which has seemed pretty much out of reach the entire game, now seems even more impossible with 3 goals in a minute.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very difficult, but we've seen them score once, and hopefully they can do it again.
I'd love to see. Chimeras have been a great offensive team the entire season, and then to miss the playoffs here, I know they really want this. It would be a little bit heartbreaking for them, but still have time to battle back in this game, in this series. Although this game looking a little bit more out of reach, so we're down the final 35 seconds, need 3 goals. We could need some sort of a miracle. This Quick Snail sends it back in. Larry popping this one up, gonna try to take it towards that, finds a flip reset, looking for the shot, passing it down, but it's saved away. Pharaoh couldn't quite put it on target as a Chimera is trashed, looking out for Pred, who's up, gonna find a touch, but not quite on target the way they were looking for. Is this ball Pred, send up in the midfield, iTrash, gonna find a touch, they put one in, 9 seconds left, it's looking nearly impossible, but a shred of hope here.
And what a great shot here from iTrash, really needed to get around that as he just barely sneaks it in. I mean, it's a great shot and a really difficult angle from iTrash.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Do the Chimeras have some sort of miracle here? If they can put one in with at least a second remaining, they have a chance. A shot towards the net. Messi can't get it as Quick Snail send it to the side. That is going to do it here for game number 2. Whiteout up 2-0 here. Looking for the possible sweep, but you know, Puggles, now we got to talk about how the tables could be turned here. You know, Whiteout, they were the ones that went down 2-0 in their first series on Wednesday against Vortex, and then they won the next 3. But now they find themselves up 2-0, and it's all about Chimeras. Can they make it to win the next 3? I mean, that is what we're going to be looking for here. And Chimeras are going to have to, you know, it's a long road, but we've seen reverse sweeps happen before, Pugs.
We have, and we saw it on Wednesday with Whiteout doing that reverse sweeping. But yeah, Chimeras, they need to figure something out. Right now, they're just playing just defense the entire time, and they just can't get out of their own half. They're stuck playing defense, and their shot totals are terrible. They only have 3 shots and each player has 1.
Yeah, I mean, just the shots not going their way, but it does appear that Serrano is actually here in this one, as we may have to we actually are gonna have to remake the lobby here quick here. But it looks like they do have Serrano in here now, Puggles. How do you think that is going to change the dynamic of what we're looking for heading further on in the series?
You know, it's definitely going to be a completely different team now. They did take out USAF Messi and put in Serrano. So, you know, Serrano is a very good and mechanical player. So I'm looking forward to seeing a little bit more sustained offense from Chimeras, because that's really the biggest thing that they've struggled throughout the entire series, is holding that extended pressure for the entire game.
You know, Puggles, and now as we get ready to go into this game 3, I have to think of the similarities here to the Whiteout game. I mean, you mentioned they were playing with Koala Bear for that one, and then they subbed back Pharaoh in, even though he was lagging a little bit. They've got their reverse sweep. In this one, the Chimeras, they had USAF Messi. Serrano wasn't available, but now he's here. You know, he may not have had much warm up, but he's here now, and I think that could turn us into a whole different series here heading into game number 3.
I agree completely, but unfortunately, I'm gonna have to look at some of the non-similar things, and there are 2 big ones. One is that Serrano didn't play in game 2, where Pharaoh did, and 3, it's Whiteout. They're just so much better. They're popping off right now. I mean, I don't know how you could really stop this team.
Yeah, they have been a deadly team, and now they're looking at one win away from a playoff berth. Can they do it here for Whiteout, or does Serrano and Chimeras has something to say? But a quick sale has to half flip on the goal line. As Serrano making an immediate impact to save that one away. As here he's up trying to find a shot. We'll see if he is the difference maker that these guys need to make something happen. This one sent down the midfield. Larry, an awkward touch, but Pharaoh, he's going to connect. Larry in the midfield out the quick snail. Going to find the bang. Serrano waiting back. Quick snail off the backboard. Here comes Pharaoh for the shot. He can't connect though. Quick snail trying to come in. Say throw it off the backboard. Whiteout unable to convert. As this one blocked out the midfield. Larry towards the net. Dangerous pinch on the goal line. Larry trying to get it through, but iTrash saves it away. As saves are ringing out on the Chimera's end. But Puggles, they bend but do not break, unlike previous games, and they are still tied at 0-0.
Yeah, and this is the evolved defense that I've really wanted to see. iTrash, he almost gets a beautiful double tap in, but, you know, like you said, they're bending and not breaking, and beforehand, Chimeras, they would have given into the pressure.
Yeah, they definitely would have, but looks like they're feeling the groove now a little bit. But will they be able to find one in the back of the net? Fred certainly hoping to do so. It's this one down the midfield. Serrano off the backboard. Pharaoh awkward with not a lot of boost. Shot towards the net, but it's just a little bit wide. Pharaoh was super awkward, but Chimeras cannot convert. As Larry sends it down. Serrano waiting back on it. Gonna pop it up high. Serrano gonna follow it here. Gonna get it by another. Can he buy the double tap? No. Shot attempt coming off the backboard. Another follow coming through from Fred. iTrash gonna redirect it, but Pharaoh just enough of a touch to save it away. And Chimeras cannot get that one to fall.
Yeah, and this is one of the best chances that Chimeras have had all series, but unfortunately, it just doesn't drop in for them as a huge defensive stand from this Whiteout team.
Whiteout, impressive defense there. So they keep the score now at 0-0. Pass attempt, Larry can't connect from Pharaoh again. Serrano gonna send it down. Here comes iTrash looking for the redirect. Quick sale on the dribble. Gonna try to pinch it with Pharaoh as it's sent down. A little bit double commit. As Fred unable to connect Larry. Try to send it back in. Pinched out Pharaoh is there. A shot attempt, but just a little bit wide as we pass the halfway point. Still 0-0. Chimeras on their last life here in the postseason. It's either win or go home for them. If Whiteout is able to pull off this game and this sweep, they will be heading to the playoffs as the 8th seed. Chimeras will be heading home, but still 2 minutes remaining to determine the winner. As this one pinched down the midfield, quick snail, just enough of a touch. Pharaoh gonna find a redirect, setting this one up, looking for a shot towards net, can't connect. Pred able to get it to the side. It's Larry off the backboard, pinching this one up. But it's gonna be cleared away, and about 1:40 here, Puggles still at a 0-0 ball game. And Chimeras, they desperately need to find a goal here.
Yeah, they really do. As they've had great chances all game, but right now they're just being stopped by this Whiteout defense that really, it's the first time I've seen them, you know, struggle for air. But every time they do that, they manage to get a clear or buy just enough time for their teammates to get boost or reset.
Yeah, you're exactly right. It does seem like they're suffocating a little bit. Is it open net here? The shot comes in from Fred. He puts it home, and Chimeras find their first lead of the series.
A huge goal here for Chimeras, and an equally as unfortunate mistouch there from Quick Snail. As you know, Whiteout, they're going to be on their first deficit all series long, and they definitely still have a chance here to come back and take this game.
Definitely do. And now with a lead under a minute remaining in this one, is it time for the Chimeras to force a game 4? This ball out of midfield. Pred looking to block this one away. A demo attempt comes through. This ball out of midfield, dangerous ball. Pharaoh is up looking for the shot, but it's not quite gonna go. As this one sent down, an opportunity on the other end. Serrano sends it back. But Quick Snail just in the corner. Pharaoh gonna flick it by one. iTrash gotta be careful. There's Larry in the midfield. He can't connect. It's 1-on-1. Serrano versus Pharaoh. Pharaoh hits the crossbar. He can't put it in as its ball still floating around. Chimeras desperately trying to get it out. What a huge one that doesn't go in, and that could be the dagger in this one. Unless the Chimeras have something else to say about it. Whiteout looking for something now as we're down to the final 15 seconds. Do they have an equalizer, or will we be heading to game 4? Serrano sends it down. Quick Snail cuts it off. This ball's up. Eye trash. Oh my goodness, he's pre-jumping him across the field. But now Whiteout taking it down the pitch. Pharaoh, he's by one. Here comes Larry for the shot. He puts it in with 1 second remaining.
A clutch team play for Whiteout here as Pharaoh able to get around Pred into Larry and Pharaoh. The enabler for Larry is Larry takes this absolute amazing shot right behind the defender in the net. And it looks like we're going to overtime, Mary.
Oh, well, maybe not. Is this ball still up? Okay, well, there you are. As this one hits the ground, and we will be heading to overtime. And Serrano is so close to saving that ball. Chimera is so close from avoiding this one to head into a game 4. But now is this one on net. Larry almost own goals that one, but he's just enough to get it away. And that one would have been a heartbreaker after they're able to clutch it up. But here comes Pred taking down the pitch. Gonna get it slightly around Pharaoh. Here comes Larry diving in. As 2 Chimeras wrapped at that ball. Serrano getting it by 1, getting it by 2, but here comes Quick Snail towards the backboard. Pharaoh looking for the touch, but it's not gonna go this time, and we'll see who has the edge in this overtime. Chimeras looking to avoid the sweep, looking to keep their postseason hopes alive. As Quick Snail gonna flick it by 1. Serrano though, patiently waiting back here, gonna find a touch. Here comes Larry looking for the shot in the midfield. Eye trash, sending it down. Pred is up, but so is Pharaoh as he shuts it down, and Eye trash looking for an opportunity towards the net. Eye trash puts it in, and Chimeras take game 3.
A huge goal here from Eye Trash, able to clutch it up in the overtime. And honestly, I thought the demo that Quick Snail had was just gonna be able to shut off this Chimera's attack, taking out the second guy in rotation. But it doesn't matter when Eye Trash can just shoot shots like that.
Yeah, and Eye Trash, the man, he steps up there. Him and Pred putting on the goals in this last game, and it's good to see, Puggles. And that's the start there. You know, I always say that's the easiest game in the reverse sweep. They didn't make it look super easy, but I mean, certainly a lot better there. I mean, 12 shots to 4. It was a different team.
Absolutely. It is a completely different team. They're able
Literally.
yeah, literally. They're able to lock down their defense when they needed to. And they actually put Whiteout an immense amount of pressure where they just coughed up 1 or 2, unlucky touches. So, just Chimera, a different team all around, and they're looking great.
Yeah, they really are. And now they have their work cut out for them, Puggles. As we know, the reverse sweep super difficult. Obviously, Whiteout did it on Wednesday, and Chimeras looking for one of their own. But we're heading to game 4 on Forbidden Temple, and it looks like we may have to get everyone waiting a second here. Almost about to get ready to go for game 4. It looks like we'll have to remake the lobby once more, but we're going to head into Forbidden Temple here, Puggles, and the pressure all on Chimeras and about how they're going to start out this game 4.
Yeah, Chimeras, they need to come out swinging once again. They got the first goal last time, or in game 3, and they just got to do that yet again, and I think they'll be in a great spot. But we saw Whiteout, they're able to come back and force that overtime, and I think if Whiteout really starts to get more of those passing plays and really start to nail them, I think it's going to be just game over for Chimeras, because personally, I haven't seen Chimeras do what Whiteout has on the passing side.
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Pharaoh and Larry in those pass plays, I mean, that was impressive. And I mean, they are a scary team when they get them going. But, I feel like, Puggles, you have to think on the other side with Chimeras, though. If they can shut down those passing plays and like they did in that last game, I mean, that could be just very well the key to victory for them.
Yeah, that could just lead to so many possible counterattack attempts that at least a few of them are going to have to go in, because you'll have at least a one-on-one for a little bit pushing down onto that Whiteout net.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll have to see. We'll have to see who is going to do it. Can Whiteout get those passing plays? Will Chimera stop the passing plays? Will we see a Game 5 alert here on the first match of the night? A lot to be determined here in this one, as I think we're still just waiting for the Chimeras to join in this lobby here. Looks like I have a little bit of a malfunction there with the game crashing, but should be joining up here any second now. And Puggles, Forbidden Temple, always a Nemesis treat here, and the pressure is on. I'm curious if there's any player in particular on either of these two teams that you need to see step up, either on Whiteout side to close out this series, or on Chimera's side to extend us to a fifth and final game.
Personally, for Chimeras, I'm going to do both teams. Chimeras, I need to see Pred really take control of the game, set up his teammates. I think he did a great job of that the last game. He filled the role that was needed for his team, which was setting up the plays and really help lock down that defense. And then over to Whiteout, you gotta look to Quick Snail. He had huge impact in game 1 and 2, where he was locking down the defense and getting those counterattacks ready to go. And in the last game, I didn't really see that much from Quick Snail. He's very susceptible to feeling the pressure of the other team, and I think once he really gets that under control, he's gonna be an absolutely lights out defender and player.
Yeah, no, you make a great point. I mean, Quick Snail, he's the third guy there. Everyone talks about Fair, everyone talks about Larry. We know how great they are, but Quick Snail, he's great in his own right. And if Quick Snail steps up here in this game 4, he could be the difference maker, that X factor, if you will, to close out this series for Whiteout. And, if he can have a performance, I'm all for it here to see if they can close out this series and advance to the playoffs. But it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one for sure. As a little bit of a technical issue here for the Chimeras. So just waiting on them to join back in. So they should be in here in a second. But while we wait, a quick couple shout outs here to Rogue for the 17 months. Also a shout out to Rogue for helping us stream tonight. So shout out to him. Oh, we love Rogue helping us out here. And also shout out to Crippus for 19 months coming back there. So much love for the resubs on that. So appreciate you guys doing that. And we're just waiting on the Chimeras now. And Puggles, I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. Obviously we can talk about this more, but heading up, regarding the result of this matchup, either way it goes, Whiteout wins, Chimeras win, they're gonna have to face up against Hydra, who are 17-1. And I don't want to be that guy, but like, you make it out of this matchup, and it's like you're signing your own death certificate here.
Yeah, absolutely. Hydra, the top team in Rival. They consist of Tashega, Mayo, and Seabiscuit, 3 big names in Rival. And I mean, it's going to be difficult for anyone to really go against this team. 17-1, like you said, I can't even fathom that. That's insane.
Yeah, it is very impressive. And it looks like we got him back in here, so we're going to join on up and we'll get it going. I will say though, Puggles, despite the impossible odds, if Whiteout does make it, they're the only team that beat Hydra this season. So if there's one team to do it, it could be Whiteout. But we still got a game on our hands. We're heading to game 4. The Chimeras in this one, they find themselves down in this series 1-2, but they just won the last game and are looking to force a game 5 and possibly pull the reverse sweep. But will they make it happen? Serrano on the dribble. Not quite able to make that one go through. Pharaoh popping it up high. Here comes Quick Snail, the man you're looking for. He sends it towards the net, but Fred makes a save. As this one, a little bit of a team bump comes through as Chimeras sending out the offense early, trying to get it through. As Serrano sent this one in. Fred found a demo. Pharaoh has to make a good touch, but only as far as the midfield. This ball up, blocked away, and early here, Puggles, no one quite making a difference, but I think it's very important yet again, like we saw in the last game for Chimeras, to strike first. Is this ball dangerous in their end?
Yeah, Chimeras, they really need to strike first, like you said, and find that first goal. It really gives them a bunch of confidence to break out of their own half and really just push this Whiteout team. Just push them in their face, pretty much. Just get that confidence to be able to do that. But if you look over to Whiteout, if they get the first goal, that means everything and the world to them, as that's a really good sign that this Chimeras team, their defense can break and crumble.
Yeah, Whiteout still looking to find a lead here. with this new. Oh my goodness, a
Oh
pinch
no.
going all the way. Quick sale. Why is he in net first off? But what a save! As I thought for
Oh.
sure that one was going in a passing play in the midfield. The 1-2. It's not gonna go, and that was a chaotic moment. I mean, Chimeras almost executed the pinch to perfection, but quick sale, he was just waiting in net there. And I guess good for Whiteout.
Yeah, quick sale the deep third man rotation. And then on the way back, Quick Snail, Pharaoh, and Larry all getting connected onto a passing play that unfortunately just went wide. And if Whiteout can do more of that, they're gonna look good. But Pred has an open net, and he's gonna take it in all the way. And I said it before, Chimeras strike first, and they look good doing it.
Yeah, the Chimeras, they need this strike first, and they do it yet again back-to-back games. And I don't want to get too ahead of myself, Puggles, but if they can keep this up, we could be getting that Game 5 alert to your screens here, and a reverse sweep at that. But still a lot to be determined. But Chimeras, they've got to be feeling good. The momentum has to be all in their favor at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to look to Whiteout as well, as we've seen more and more double commits come as the series progresses. And maybe that comes to nerves or a little bit of lack of communication because they feel like they're just coasting through it. But we need to see them, really shore those up, because if those keep happening, they're going to get caught out more and more.
It really, and Puggles, as this one keeps going a shot towards net, Larry gonna make the save. Wait a minute, open net here. Whiteout just has to put it in, and he sends it home. And Puggles, this Chimeras team, I mean, it's just these last two games, they have looked way more impressive than in their first series, and way more impressive than they did in these first two games. And they got a 2-goal lead to show for it.
Yeah, again, another missed touch from the Whiteout half. This time it's Larry. Really not the player that I would expect to make those missed touches, but you really got to see them shore those up on the defense, because 2 goals now have come from that in separate games.
Yeah, they have, and a tough mistake there. Yeah, you're exactly right. You don't see Larry make those mistakes too many times, but maybe the pressure could be getting to him as, oh my goodness, eye trash is balling out the entire team. Can he finish it off? Pharaoh is there to shut it down. He almost had a highlight play there, but not a lot of boost. But Whiteout clears it away, and they find themselves, Puggles, staring down the barrel of a possible Game 5 where they could be the ones getting reverse swept, and that would be, I don't want to toot that guy's horn, but the script maker, you may be onto something here.
Yes, and the script just keeps getting better and better each time, and I don't know how you keep coming up with these.
Hey, just how it goes. You got to be a creative man, Puggles, to do that, and sometimes you come up with a script, sometimes the script writes itself. And if Chimeras can force a Game 5 here and pull up the reverse sweep, well, that would be one for the storybooks for sure. But we still have a minute remaining here. Whiteout still find themselves suffocated, yet to even find the scoreboard here in game number 4 on Forbidden Temple. Chimeras are really having their way, as this one awkward in the midfield. Larry, a little bit of panic there, and we're under a minute, Puggles. Whiteout have to find 2 goals if they're going to want a chance to force overtime.
And those 2 goals are going to have to come very close to back, or we're going to see that Game 5 that you've been talking about. And Chimeras, they've just been suffocating this Whiteout team. Whiteout really struggling to get out right now.
Yeah, they really are. Chimeras are just having their way with this offenses. Not quite leading the shot total, but they have been leading the pressure, so it seems, as Larry's going to put a shot on net, but it's just not powerful enough. As we're down to the final seconds here. Chimeras looking to force this Game 5, looking for the reverse sweep to keep their playoff hopes alive. Eye trash for the dagger. He puts it in, and we will more than likely, Puggles, be heading to a Game 5 with the reverse sweep on the line.
Yeah, and you really got to feel for this Whiteout team, as Larry, he was trying to go up, get a dunk, and really try to make a play for his team, but unfortunately he gets beat out. And like you've said, the Game 5 looking more and more likely.
Yeah, it looks like we'll be getting the Game 5 alert out in the Discord. Get your emojis in the chat there. We are heading to a Game 5 for the reverse sweep. Chimeras have battled back in this one, and I mean, just an impressive performance here from them, Puggles, as they are 1 win away from pulling a reverse sweep on Whiteout, who pulled a reverse sweep themselves on a Wednesday.
Yeah, the thing is that's just crazy. Whiteout reverse sweeps and then gets reverse swept. I don't think I've really ever seen that in Nemesis or let alone Rocket League before. So that's just gonna be an insane thing if that happens. But Whiteout, they have the firepower to do it. They just haven't been able to connect all the time on it. They had some great chances in this game, but Chimera's defense has just looked completely different with Serrano instead of USAF Messi.
Yeah, and I mean, there are 8 saves coming out from the Chimeras, and Puggles, I have to wonder as we're about to get into Game 5, do you think it's Whiteout just making mistakes, not capitalizing on their opportunities, or do you think it's Chimeras on their defense just holding strong?
It's gotta be a bit of both. Whiteout, their offensive prowess or the quality of their chances have gone down with each game, and Chimera, they're just able to adapt and read what Whiteout is going to do even better each game. So, I mean, I think now we've hit that crossroad where Chimera's defense is going to be just outdoing the Whiteout offense in these past 2 games.
Yeah, they definitely have in the past 2, and we're into Game 5. A playoff spot is on the line, folks. The winner of this game will become the A seed, taking on Hydra in the first round, but the loser will be going home. Their postseason hopes dashed, and that shot almost started out for Whiteout, and it has got to be once again a crucial first goal as Puggles, the team that has scored first in this series in every game, has won. Whiteout winning the first goal in the first 2 games and winning that game, and then Chimeras in the last 2 games, they scored first and then ended up with the win. So you have to wonder if the first goal could tell us the winner of Game 5.
I'd have to agree with you. I say it a lot, and I haven't said it a lot this series because I think people get tired of it, but the first goal, just in my opinion, is the hardest one to get, because once you figure out what clicks and what's able to work against this defense, you're able to just capitalize more and more. As I'm talking here, and Pharaoh, he's able to figure out how to just slide the shot right into an empty net.
Serrano, just not a great touch, not what he's looking for in eye trash, no boost to get back to that one, and Pharaoh, he is going to slot it home, a nice shot, and, well, if the trends continue, Whiteout could be taking this one and advancing to the 8th seed in the playoffs. As a huge miss comes out, Larry just has an open net, he puts it in, and a Whiteout quick succession, 2 goals and a 2-0 lead.
As this ball just gets beamed right off the corner, just bounces straight out to an empty net, and Larry, he's gonna take that with open arms there. Whiteout is now up by 2, and Chimeras, we're gonna have to see them try and come back. Not something we've seen so far in this series.
There hasn't been too many comebacks. It's kind of been one team leading and one team pouring it on as Pharaoh. Another passing play, Whiteout, a 3-goal lead here with 3:41 remaining.
Oh, what a pass from Larry, just able to put it just in front of Pharaoh. So Pharaoh has to pre-flip into it. A great pass and an even better shot out of Pharaoh.
And now it's got me wondering, what happened to the Chimeras defense, Puggles, and what is going on with this Whiteout offense? Things have just completely changed here as they're going to own a goal. Oh, no.
It's falling apart here. That's all I've got to say.
Oh, that's just so painful, Puggles. I mean, 4 goals in a minute 30 after not even scoring in the last game, and 3:30 left, and Chimeras, they have got to be feeling a little bit dejected.
Dejected is an understatement there, Rocker, man. I think it goes a little further than that, but you're absolutely right. You really got to see this Chimeras team rebound and get a goal really quickly.
Yeah, they definitely need one. It's quick, Snail. Oh my goodness, they are pouring it on 5-0 here. And I mean, what can you even do, Puggles? Can you even regain at this point?
For stream purposes, yes, but really, it's looking really tough. In order to regain, it's not looking great. But we need to see a goal come out from Chimeras, and then I'll start to believe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, Whiteout was able to score that many goals in that amount of time, and now Chimeras, they're going to need to do the same, if not better here, as they find themselves down 5-0 here in Game 5 with their postseason hopes on the line. Winner advances to the playoffs, loser is going home. And Chimeras desperately need something to happen here. Pred trying to dribble it out, but Quick Snail all over it. They pop it up high. Gonna need something to go in quickly, get a start at least. Here comes Serrano looking for it, but Pharaoh is able to shut it down. It's now we're to the halfway point. Chimeras desperately need something here. Serrano sends it to the side. Pharaoh waiting on the sidewall, looking to send it to the backboard. Can he find a double tap? He's looking for a touch. Send it up in the midfield. Here comes Larry for the shot off the backboard. Chimeras can't quite close it out, and Whiteout still putting this pressure on as this ball is cleared to the corner, and still, yeah, there's a shot coming through. Whiteout trying to put it in, but they can't. There's 2 minutes remaining. It is all Whiteout right now. Chimeras, Puggles, they have yet to even register a shot on target.
Yeah, but the good thing for Chimeras is that the game has slowed down a little bit, and right now this is the prime time to strike, as a shot, it's gonna go just wide, and nobody from Chimeras is able to follow up.
Yeah, Chimeras, they needed that open net, and now it may be all but done here as they're double committing, desperate, trying to get one more goal, trying to get any momentum. Their season slowly fades away. Whiteout looking for another one. Oh my goodness, Pharaoh almost finding Quickstale for the shot, and still just an absolute suffocation on the Whiteout end. Into the Chimeras zone. Quickstale trying to drop it in, but can't, as the shot totals continue to climb here. It's 10-0, make it 11-0. So they fire another one on, but the 5-0 lead stands. And this could be it, Puggles. I mean, with under a minute remaining, I'd reckon it impossible for the Chimeras to do it, and Whiteout, they are going to stave off this reverse sweep attempt.
Yeah, Whiteout able to do what Vortex was not able to do against them. Survive the game 5, the important one. And, you really just gotta feel for Chimeras. They were able to come back so valiantly, but unfortunately can't put it together here in game 5, as really any goal from here out's not gonna do much to change the result of this game.
Yeah, and you got to give the Chimeras a round of applause. I mean, a great season from them up into this point, able to make it into that play-in race. They were in at the 7 seed, but just couldn't clutch up in these 2 game 5s. And when it mattered most, Distortion pulled out the win. Whiteout pulled out the win here in game 5, and you feel for the Chimeras. Definitely a great team. As Quick Snail, one more for the road as he finds a hat trick. It's putting another dagger into him, but Chimeras, they gave us a great season. I mean, impressive season from the Chimeras. Didn't really know what to expect from them early on, and I mean, Trash, Pred, Serrano, Messi. I mean, a great season from them, Puggles.
Absolutely. As we see all 4 players go for the kickoff, just to really hammer it home that it may just be over, as the shot's gonna go in. 1 second left. Rockerman, I'm seeing the Brazil here. I'm not gonna lie.
It could be possible. A little bit scary, but hey, for the Chimeras' sake, they got one more for pride's sake, perhaps, as they put that one in. And yeah, they find the back of the net, but it's too little, too late. And a Whiteout as this ball pops up. Will they get the Brazil? Chimeras probably don't want to let him. Is that one's gonna go in? Serrano gonna get another one to close out their season with 2 goals in the final game, but that is going to do it. A Whiteout, Puggles, they are going to come clutch here in game 5, and they will be moving on to the playoffs. The first team to secure an 8 seed, and they'll be ready for their match versus Hydra.
Yeah, and that game, looking out for the next game for this Whiteout roster is going to be that Hydra team that you were mentioning, and it's going to be a tough one. But Hydra, they did falter to Whiteout before, but it's going to be a monumental thing if they do it again.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, we're setting it up huge, Puggles. I mean, if you could have written a script here, a reverse sweep attempt, it doesn't quite fall through, but Whiteout, they are going to get their rematch again. And, well, I guess Hydra's going to get their rematch. I know Biscuit, Mayo, and the guys there, Tashega, they want this. They want this bad, Puggles. They want to take on these guys again. The only team to beat them. And, I mean, you couldn't have got them a better first-round matchup there.
No, you really couldn't. It's probably, in my opinion, going to be the closest of the one seed matchups. So definitely something to watch out for. But I think we're running a little behind schedule here, Rocket Man.
Yeah, we're a little bit behind, but that game gave us all the content, and we hope the second game will do just the same. As we are going to be heading on to our 7:45 matchup, we have the Novice League, we have Diffusion taking on Ignite. Will the 10 seed Ignite continue their run, or will Diffusion be able to make a bounce back? That is to be determined here. We're going to be right back after a short break for Diffusion Ignite. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you guys in a couple minutes.